Welcome to Beyond Our Focus. I'm Stefan, this is Amanda, and this is Would You If. Basically, would you blank if blank were the consequence? Today is May 1st.
No, it is not.
It is May 2nd. Yeah. See, I had to mess it up. It had to work that way. It is a fancy Thursday, and today's question, after I hit this little timer, today's question is, would you have any ones you want, any three superpowers, if, no matter what, you died at 60? There was no getting around it. If you take these powers, any ones you want, have as much fun as you want, but there's no, I wish for immortality, or I wish for ultimate healing, because no matter what, you're still going to die at 60.
You'll be immortal until you're 60.
Exactly, and then you're going to die. So, yeah, maybe you can't die until you get there, but you're still going to die. It's going to be the Thanos snap. You're going to disappear.
I can't wait.
Yeah, we're technically filming this before we go see Avengers. But this comes out after we've seen Avengers. So
we can't really give our opinion on it, but we're going to love it.
Yeah, we're going to predict the future and say we're going to love it. And really hope that's the case.
If it's not, there's going to be a
then
lot
next
of
week's episodes, I'm going to be the most disappointed person on the planet.
Yeah. If you just see us all depressed, it's because things did not turn out well.
So anyways,
superpowers. 3 superpowers, die at 60.
Is it worth having ultimate power for 30 years, roughly?
Yeah, in our case.
I
mean, if you're younger, this is a great deal. If you're 50, maybe
10 years, woo, maybe not.
Maybe you want to just spend that 10 years just
live your best life.
I don't know. It's tricky.
Imagine being able to do any and everything you've ever wanted to do.
Because it's like, I imagine that, and it's like, some people are like, well, 60 is a good age, but then it's like, I think about people who are 60, and there's some 60-year-olds out there just already living life.
Living their best life.
It's like, am I going to be one of those 60-year-olds, or should I just stop now?
That's according. I mean, do you want to live the best 30 years you can and guarantee? I mean, if you wish for immortality, you're guaranteed to make it 30 years. Mm-hmm. Otherwise,
that's true.
You might not make it the 30 years. Might get hit by a car tomorrow. You don't know what's going on.
So immortality would definitely be one of the ones you would want to go with.
You know it's going to be mine.
Yeah,
and
obviously.
I always wish, immortality is my thing. It's like, if I could have it, it's going to happen.
And that's the thing, is that for me, with immortality, I don't like the thought of unlimited immortality. This was a happy situation for me.
Well, this works out pretty well. It's like, 30 years, I'm still good. Yes!
Yeah. For me, it's the thought of living past everybody and just having to start over and over and over again.
Now it's likely you might die before everybody.
Yeah, so we're good. But I won't die until then. I get to watch at least the next 30 years. So.
I mean, 30 years is solid. I mean, if I had the option, I want to live forever. Because everyone can go and die. It's fine. I just want to see the world keep going.
Thanks, bud. Thanks. He's going to be running this podcast by himself.
But the idea of having unlimited power or riches or whatever for the next 30 years and living your best life. Let's see, if I can get immortality, teleportation, and shape-shifting.
Oh my God.
I mean,
all the good ones.
I think I'm going to be all right.
It's just shape-shifting would be like, whew.
I can be anyone or anything that I want to be. I can go anywhere that I want to go, period.
And you can't die.
And I cannot be killed.
You picked the good superpower. You always pick the good ones.
Now, of course, again, you only got about another 30 years in you.
Still, I mean...
30 years is a long time. I mean, it's a long time. It's a good amount of time.
Fast, but... I'm not really seeing the downside to it. That's the problem.
I see my downside is the 30 years. I don't like the idea of dying in 30 years. 60 again. I see people that are 60 right now. They're doing perfectly fine.
But are you going to be one of those people?
As long as I actually live that long, I think I will be.
Yeah.
I'm somebody who tries to keep relatively in shape. I have no doubts that I'll probably be a pretty halfway decent 6-year-old.
Okay.
I mean, I look at my own father. He's not doing bad. He's not doing great either because he's doing stupid things to his health. But he's not doing bad. He's getting there. He's in his 50s now.
I think, and this of course is in no way harsh, I hope, but I think looking at my family though, as far as just genetics and health issues that arise in my family, it might actually be better for me to have some either a healing superpower or a immortality thing, because we have various cancers that run in my family. We have diabetes. We have just a whole line of stuff. So it's like, as I get older, I'm just starting, we're going to check this off the list and this off the list. So over 30 years, just living the best.
The best.
The best. Getting to explore all the things you want to explore.
See, I want to live as long as humanly possible. If I could live the next few hundred years, I'd be pretty happy with that. So cutting it way short sucks. But if there's no way for me to do that, I'm going to try to find a loophole here.
You can't. You said 60 or nothing.
And I agree, 60 or nothing. Doesn't mean I can't maybe find a way to transfer my consciousness maybe to another body.
You're going to live in a tablet. We're putting you in a tablet.
Probably.
We're noting back on ancient episodes of our shows. But yeah, you're going to be on a tablet from now on. I don't know. I just to be able, guaranteed for the next 30 years, be able to roam where you want to, be who you want to, explore how you want to. You could still live a normal life. There's nothing saying you wouldn't. It's just that it'd be a bit shorter with a lot more possibilities.
See, versus normal, if it's versus normal versus this, taking this. Because, but it's like, God.
30 years is a short time when years just go by super fast. Especially when you're having fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm living my best life. Those 30 years would be gone like in 30 seconds.
Yeah. So, it's tricky. It's tricky. But, I don't know. And I mean, you already picked the greatest trio of superpowers already, so.
They're good. I would probably tweak them a little bit. I would probably say immortality, teleportation with the ability to also teleport anything I wanted, and shape-shifting with the ability to shape-shift anything else that I wanted. I can do it to myself, including other people and other things.
Interesting.
Because I always like the idea. Again, I mean, you look at Jumper. They were able to take things with them.
Yeah.
But also look at shape-shifting. If I can turn things into other things, that means I can turn things into money or to gold or maybe a spouse or whatever. I can make you look like what I want you to look like.
Well, moving on.
I'm just saying.
Also going to throw out there, because you noted immortality, like living past everyone and everyone else can die. That's fine kind of thing. Just remember that after you hit a certain age, you can't run a podcast anymore. Just throwing that out there. Because 100 years from now, people can't be looking back and going, wait, 100 years ago, this guy was on YouTube. What the hell's going on?
It's my son. He looks exactly like me. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Sure.
Yeah, you have to find another alternative path to your job, okay? If I had immortality, if I had these 3 superpowers with no restraints, I wouldn't have to worry about a podcast. I could do whatever I wanted, wherever I wanted. It wouldn't matter.
You do this for fun.
It is fun. But if it was do this for fun or live forever with superpowers, I'm choosing to live forever with superpowers.
I think anyone would. Name someone who wouldn't. Find someone.
Probably you. Miss, I don't want to live forever.
But why?
I said live forever.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't talking about our current predicament.
Oh.
I was saying live forever.
No, I don't want to live forever. I don't want to live forever without other people living forever. Now, if I can, throw that lasso some other people in here, that'd be fine. But
I will force you to live forever with me.
There's plenty of movies about that and how that goes wrong. Okay, guys.
Oh, I know. I mean, just look at like a Interview with a Vampire.
Yes, Interview with a Vampire. It's just
great movie though.
Great, excellent.
Great movie. Don't know how it compares to the book. Never read the book, but great movie nonetheless. I think they're remaking it.
Oh my god.
I know.
Stop! On that note, guys, what would you do?
What would we do?
We would run away. We would run away from a world that's trying to redo Interview with a Vampire. That is exactly what we do.
Oh,
that's it. I'm taking these superpowers, and that's the first thing I'm taking out.
How would you even accomplish that?
We'll find a way.
We'll find a way?
I have 30 years to find a way to cancel this, okay?
I think it'll be made way before 30 years. Start teleporting onto the set and slaughtering people. The movie is cursed! Quit production!
There you go. Just make it seem like the entire thing's haunted. They'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
We can do this. I believe in us.
Samuel L. Jackson starts chasing him down, going through these rifts and tape.
Oh. Well, if he's yelling about snakes on a plane, then...
He probably will be.
I'll
So,
just turn into a bunch of snakes and see what
to
happens.
our actual question, is 30 years of greatness worth death in 30 years?
I'm going to have to go with yes.
God, but I want to live forever.
I know, but that's the one thing, is that without this, you're not even guaranteed another 2 years. Okay?
That's the thing. I will agree with you.
2 versus 30.
I agree.
A day versus
I will spend
30.
30 years trying to find a loophole to live longer.
There you go.
But it has to be a yes. The con sucks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, all goes well. Maybe give me one superpower, just immortality. Can we just get rid of the other ones? But then life would be a little boring.
You're like, can I trade off? Can I get rid of the other 2 and gain another 20 years?
See, if I just had shape-shifting and immortality, I can just keep being different people on the podcast. I can get older. Like, he passed away, but I'll be taking over for him.
Wow, you sound a lot. No, it's fine. Ignore that.
If I can do everything else, I'm sure I can change my vocal cords. I can be someone completely different.
But either way, I mean, you'd be like, okay, well, it's 3 superpowers, so that's 30 years until I'm 60. Okay, so if I get rid of 1, that adds another, if I get rid of 2 of them, extra 20 years, we're good.
It has to be.
Could you live till you're like 80 or 90? Would that be fine for you?
Can I live forever?
No.
Just ever?
No.
Just forever and ever?
So yes, for me, it would be a yes.
So,
limited immortality is fine with me. It's weird.
Which kind of defeats the purpose of immortality. But when you say immortality, this also means you can't be killed, and you're good. So I'm good with that.
What would you do?
What would you do? Kit Kat, let us know. Other person who I know kind of watches some of these episodes, throw a like down there. Throw a like. Throw a like on there. Subscribe to the channel. We appreciate those things a lot. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you would do.
I can't do this.
Or contact us on Twitter at Stars Untraveled for me. For Amanda KZ Pup, for the show is Beyond Our Focus.
You don't even remember your own outro. This is going
Beyond
great.
Our Focus everywhere, including YouTube and podcast services around the globe.
Maybe. Sweet.
Anything else?
I believe we are good.
Are you sure, though?
Get your superpowers ready.
Okay. Also, let us know what superpowers you would choose, because also very interesting. Everyone has different things they would actually like. I'm just choosing things that generally would make life easier for me and more fun.
I agree.
Maybe not necessarily the coolest of all superpowers. There are some cool, awesome powers out there, but I don't know. If I can shapeshift, I could probably shapeshift me some wings.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that shapeshifting pretty much encompasses anything I could ever want with a superpower. So.
But I mean, you're talking about Johnny Storm or Magneto or... There's cool superpowers.
Yes, there are cool superpowers.
There are really cool superpowers. Anyways, let us know what you would do in those comments down below. But, till next time, almost threw my voice out there. That was bad. Long days and pleasant nights.